be some reason that in Bill C-38, the Harper administration changed the review process under the National Energy Board to say that the National Energy Board no longer makes decisions but merely provides advice to Cabinet. So Mr. Harper has given himself the ability to overrule the National Energy Board should the Joint Review Panel say no to the project. I don't know how one squares the federal-provincial relationship, especially, and I think I'll turn this over to Dr. Weaver, speaking from a provincial point of view. The province of British Columbia has been quite clear. It is true constitutionally that the federal government can override the province, but politically, I think it would be untenable politically. I certainly don't think that Mr. Harper's Conservative members of Parliament for British Columbia would ever see the inside of Parliament buildings again. So one wonders how determined Mr. Harper is to get this project approved. But just to be clear, $78 million was spent in this fiscal year. $42 million is slated for next year. No, Badger wants to come.
There's two additions to the question. First off, there's also the potential of rail traffic, and the same criticism as put forward by the BC government to the Joint Review Panel could actually be proposed for any potential tanker traffic to export bitumen provided to the coast through increased rail traffic. There's simply no response capability because we don't know there's no dilbit modeling capability, and people don't know what happens to dilbit in the ocean. That research has not been done. Second thing is, and I remember this as a youngster, I remember a time when Alberta was very concerned, and in fact Western separatism emerged because of the national energy policy brought in by Pierre Trudeau and others back in the, I guess it was a long time ago. And there's an irony here, because here we are today in 2013, and there's a concern by the rest of Canada that a national energy policy is going to be brought in by Alberta. It's an inverse of the concern from the Trudeau era. I cannot see the federal government ramming this through. Well, I can see them attempting to, and not being not a substantive concern across Canada as to the ability of